Hello artists, I'm Mrs. Pasquan, and today we're going to be using an ATC card to stretch and explore with our skills in using watercolor pencils. But before you get to the watercolor pencils, you need something to color in. So I'm just using one of the roll and draw sheets from our classroom and some dice to create a kind of funny looking fish character here. I drew it in pencil first, and then I outlined it in Sharpie. And once I have a character, I'm going to be ready to work with the watercolor pencils. Now, you don't have to use the roll and draw sheets. They are there to help you and they're there for fun. But if you have a better idea for just a little monster or a person or some kind of animal that you want to draw, go ahead and draw anything that you want. Just remember that we want your drawing to be done in Sharpie before you start adding color because we're going to use water. If you want to skip the pencil part and just go straight to Sharpie, that's okay too, but you should have a little image drawn with Sharpie on an ATC card, and then you'll be ready to move to the next step. In a lot of ways, watercolor pencils are just like regular colored pencils. You can color with them, you can layer colors with them, you can overlap and blend colors with them. To get started, for the body of my fish, I've colored some green and I've colored some blue, and check out the magic that happens when I add some water to the watercolor pencils. Notice I'm only coloring one section at a time. Those yellow circles on the fish, I don't want to get the green paint mixed in with the yellow circles. I just want to do one color at a time. Another idea is that if you just color a really dark outline around a shape, you can use water to pull some of the watercolor in from the edges, and that's one of the things that's going to make that little fish head look like it has form. It's going to look a little bit more round because the edges are dark, but the main part of his head is going to be a little bit lighter. So that's the basics of what you need to know for today. The one thing I'm going to ask you is please, please, please do not put the colored pencil straight into the container of water. It's going to turn your pencil into a big pile of mush, and then the next person that goes to draw with it is going to have a hard time. What you can try doing is, for this little fishtail, I painted water on the paper first, and then I took a pencil and I drew on top of the water, and that's one of the things that's going to help get some of my lines a little bit darker. So it's okay to draw on a wet piece of paper, but please do not soak these watercolor pencils in the water because it's going to ruin the pencils for the next person that tries to use them. Keep working until you've got every little inch of your card covered in color. Notice I'm doing the background behind my fish also. And then you're going to be ready to try the same project on another card. You're probably going to have time to do 3 cards today. I can't wait to see what you come up with.